One, read some out of chapter 11, A Vision for You in the Big Book of Alcoholics Anonymous, page 151. For most normal folks, drinking means conviviality, companionship, and colorful imagination. It means release from care, boredom, and worry. It is joyous intimacy with friends and a feeling that life is good. But not so with us in those last days of heavy drinking. The old pleasures were gone. They were but memories. Never could we recapture the great moments of the past. There was an insistent yearning to enjoy life as we once did, and a heartbreaking obsession that some new miracle of control would enable us to do it. There was always one more attempt and one more failure. The less people tolerated us, the more we withdrew from society, from life itself. As we became subjects of King Alcohol, shivering denizens of his mad realm, the chilling vapor that is loneliness settled down. It thickened, ever becoming blacker. Some of us sought out sordid places, hoping to find understanding, companionship, and approval. Momentarily, we did. Then would come oblivion and the awful awakening to face the hideous four horsemen: terror, bewilderment, frustration, and despair. Unhappy drinkers who read this page will understand. Now and then, a serious drinker, being dry at the moment, says, I don't miss it at all. Feel better, work better, having a better time. As ex problem drinkers, we smile at such a sally. We know our friend is like a boy whistling in the dark to keep up his spirits. He fools himself. Inwardly, he would give anything to take half a dozen drinks and get away with them. He will presently try the old game, for he isn't happy about his sobriety. He cannot picture life without alcohol. Some day he will be unable to imagine life either with alcohol or without it. Then he will know loneliness such as few do. He will be at the jumping off place. He will wish for the end. We have shown how we got out from under. You say, yes, I'm willing. But am I to be consigned to a life where I shall be stupid, boring, and glum, like some righteous people I see? I know I must get along without liquor, but how can I? Have you a sufficient substitute? Yes, there is a substitute, and it is vastly more than that. It is a fellowship in Alcoholics Anonymous. There you will find release from care, boredom, and worry. Your imagination will be fired. Life will mean something at last. Those satisfactory years of your existence lie ahead. Thus we find the fellowship, and so will you. How is that to come about, you ask? Where am I to find these people? You're going to meet these new friends in your own community, near you. Alcoholics are dying helplessly like people in a sinking ship. If you live in a large place, there are hundreds. High and low, rich and poor. These are future fellows of Alcoholics Anonymous. Among them, you will make lifelong friends. You will be bound to them with new and wonderful ties, for you will escape disaster together, and you will commence shoulder to shoulder on your common journey. Then you will know what it means to give of yourself that others may survive and rediscover life. You will learn the full meaning of love thy neighbor as thyself. It may seem incredible that these men are to become happy, respected, and useful once more. How can they rise out of such misery, bad repute, and hopelessness? The practical answer is that since these things have happened among us, they can happen with you. Should you wish them above all else and be willing to make use of our experience, we are sure they will come. The age of miracles is still with us. Our own recovery proves that. Stop right there. You know, the part in there that, he hopes that, or he wishes that he could take half a dozen drinks and act like a normal person, to paraphrase it. You know, I have those moments now where, man, I wish I could fucking, you know, drink and not have the repercussions and the problems. Problem with my mind is like, if I was to drink, I want to drink a bottle of vodka. I don't want to have a couple of drinks, and thankfully that part of me is so strong that I realized right off the bat that a normal person doesn't sit and wish they could drink a bottle of vodka. You know, uh, the whole thing about being boring and unhappy is shit. You know, um, I was way more boring and unhappy at the end of my drinking, than I can ever imagine that I would be now. At the end, I drank alone. Just like George Thorogood said, you know, I didn't want to be around people. I didn't want anything other than that bottle, anything other than that high. and with addiction, the part in there where it says, you're constantly chasing that, that's the thing, is you never have that high again. You never have that buzz again like the first one, and that's what I chase into the depths of hell was, I wanted to drink like I did when I was a kid. The problem was is I didn't realize at the time that when I was a kid, I drank alcoholically. I always wanted to get drunk. I wanted to get shit faced. I didn't want to have a couple drinks and just be mellow and have a good time. I wanted to drink till the booze is gone and then, like Captain Jack Sparrow, why is the rum gone? I wanted to know, where can I get more? How can I get more? That's my problem is I'm addicted to more. If it makes me feel good, makes me feel outside of myself, I want more. You know, it's it's just how it is with addicts. So, you know, if you're new and you're thinking, man, my life's gonna suck shit now because I can't drink anymore, I can't drug anymore. Don't be discouraged. You know, we have a lot of fun in sobriety. Now for me personally, I don't take advantage of everything that AA offers as far as, social events. Um, they have dances and parties and things like that. I personally don't go, but I also have this part of me that I typically don't enjoy being around people, especially large groups. Uh, and that has nothing to do with my alcoholism. It's just how I am. I don't like to be around people too much. I hate to be touched. I can't stand that, when it's a crowd and people are bumping into you or rubbing up against you or, touching your shoulder to say, hey, excuse me. That stuff makes my skin crawl. Um, and that's not my alcoholism. That's just a personality defect, I guess. I don't know. Just not a fan of people, but through sobriety, I have learned to rely on people and interact with people. And I can go to meetings, even large meetings I can go to because it's a different scene, when they have the dances and stuff like that, it's just a little too much for me. But, you're not gonna sit around and be bored and glum if you choose not to be. You can come into this thing and be a miserable bastard or an unhappy bitch. That's your choice. I make a choice every morning to not be in a bad mood and to not be unhappy. It usually goes to shit pretty quickly after that, um, but no, it's just I know so many people that are right there on the cusp, of getting this thing. And that's their biggest thing is that, they don't want to be sad or lonely or bored in sobriety. And you don't have to be any of those things. You will meet people, you will meet friends, the caliber of you never even imagined. You could be sitting there, in a meeting shooting the shit with somebody and become really close friends with somebody who's super rich, and has all the toys and all the things that you could want. Or you might be sitting there talking to somebody and become really good friends with somebody who has nothing. You know, Addiction doesn't discriminate. It doesn't care what fucking color you are. It doesn't care your gender or, your religion or anything. It just wants victims. And you're going to meet people from all walks of life that you would have probably never interacted with in any other forum. This thing is going to introduce you to doctors, lawyers, crooks, thieves. Um, it's amazing once you get going on this journey, the people that you can meet. Um, and it says in the book that these are people that we would never mingle with, and it's true. You'll meet people that you would never imagine that you would have met. So if you're right there at that jumping off place, what the fuck? You've tried everything else. Life sucks. Take the leap of faith and just try it. If you don't like our way of living, you can always go back. I promise you, if you don't want what we have, if you come and you try, you give an honest effort and you try,
and it's not for you, go back out. I guarantee you double your misery back if that's what if that's what you want, you know. You don't want what we have, then fine. You can take double what you were doing before because that's what's going to happen if you're an alcoholic or an addict like me. Um, Not sure if this one makes any sense, rambles a little bit. You guys have a great day. Love y'all. Bye.